Evening everyone, Mr. Livery here. 6:30 PM here in Melbourne, 6 PM here in Adelaide. We'll be taking you up to Alice Springs today on board our Boeing 717, aka McDonnell Douglas MD-95 Qantaslink. Let's jump on. Okay, let's get started. There's a battery switch. We do have external power. Pick that up. How are we all doing? Today is a little event called Panic Stations. The idea of Panic Stations is that we all land in Alice Springs in 2.5 hours time. Is it 2.5 or is it 1.5? Current time 08:30. There is a slot for 900 and another one at 1000. I think that's what it was. Let's double check all those numbers. Are we going to be an hour early? Can we take our time? Do we need a rush? Vatsim events. and 11. Cool. So there's one in 1.5 hours and there's another one in 2.5 hours. Flight time today will take us 1 hour 48. Probably end up landing in the middle of those two time frames.
Cargo smoke.
Glide slope. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up.
Stabilizer. Stabilizer. Fire right engine. Fire left engine. APU fire.
Cool. Most of the tests are done. Nav lights are in. Okay, up to the 7th of October. Adelaide to Alice. flight level 360, alternate is AYE. QJet 1857. Hi TTM, long wait for you. I'm getting in that way. I've got a short week next week and then a very short weekend of a single day. So I'll probably be over at this time next week. Don't think we'll have much flying next weekend. Lock fuel. Eight, 9, 6, 4. Take off CG. $29. Cool, flight plan. Flight plan goes to Hawkeye. And then we have some Airways J58. Viola WHA. $251. And Alise. Set. And let's have a listen to YBAS 134.5.
Adelaide Terminal Information Bravo. Runway 05. Squawk mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Wind, 030 degrees, 8 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud scattered 3,600 feet, broken 4,600 feet. Temperature 20. QNH 1004. Severe turbulence forecast below 5,000.
Turbulence.
On first contact with Adelaide ground or approach, notify receipt of information Bravo.
Good old Bravo.
Time check, 0837 and a half. Adelaide Terminal Information Bravo. Runway 05. Squawk mode Charlie on all taxiways and runways. Wind, 030 degrees, 8 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud scattered 3,600 feet, broken 4,600 feet. Temperature 20. QNH1004. Severe turbulence forecast below 5,000. On first.
So it's an 8 knot headwind, temperature 20. Go. Angle of attack. Quick look under there. Other angle of attack. Pitos are on the top of this aircraft. A bit like the Mad Dog. Static ports. Looking good down there. Hey Jason, you from old Alise? Good stuff. Cool. Good red. And the statics. All done. Oh, there, Edward, how you doing?
Hello. Thank you.
Alrighty, let's have a chat to the guys up in Alise again, in Talabend, 125.3. Think about when we want to depart. So, 9, 10, 11. Let's do some quick math. Okay, it's runway 5 today, so fairly long taxi. I'll be out via probably Kilo, Alpha 6, Alpha 5, Alpha 4, crossing in Foxtrots all the way to Foxtrot 6, having runway 05, 3,100 metres of runway, flaps 13, V speeds have been set. Rotating at 127 and climbing out 135 plus 20 will be 155. Flat retraction 155, slight retraction at 205 and clean speed 250. A pushback just before the hour seems about right. Very cool. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Just confirming you can do the RNAV X-ray for runway 05. Hey sir, I'll take the RNAV, RNAV X-ray for 05, Qantas 448. Qantas 448 in that case, clearance. The Alise 3 X-ray arrival, runway 05. When ready, descend to flight level 250. Expect the RNAV X-ray. The Alise 3 X-ray, Duke's transition. For the RNAV X-ray 05, Qantas 448.
Melbourne, so that's Q Jet 1857, crossing clearance to Alise.
Q Jet 1857, Melbourne Centre, good afternoon. Clear to Adelaide. Clear to Alice Springs via Hawke's flight plan route. Hawke's 5 departure, runway 05. Climb by 5000, squawk 40, 4251. Departures will be with me.
Qantas Springs via Hawkeye 5 departure, runway 05, initial climb 5000, score code 4051, QJet 1857.
QJet 1857.
5000 set, 4051.
Jetstar 479, thanks a lot for that hot tip before.
Talk speed local, Jetstar 479.
Center Qantas 448, just confirming my clear to descent.
Qantas
448, when ready, descend to final 250. Down to 250 when ready, Qantas 448, yes.
Okay, APU is on the bus, we can disconnect ground power.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 723, request airways to Alice Springs.
Qantas 723, Melbourne Centre, good afternoon. Clear to Alice Springs via Hawkeye flight plan route. Hawkeye 5 departure, runway 05. Climb by SID 5000. Squawk 4062. Departures with me.
GCAS test pass.
Check.
Qantas 723 is clear to Alice Springs via Hawkeye flight plan route. Hawkeye 5 departure from runway 05. And could you please say again the rest of it?
Qantas 723, climb via the SID 5000 feet. Squawk
Packs are off.
4062.
Our station is
Departure
open,
frequency
let's run a check.
Climb via the SID 5000, squawk 4062, departures with you, Qantas 723.
And gear covers are removed, maintenance log is set, status page is checked, cargo smoke test completed. Our jolts panel is set.
793, contact centre, 134,
Electrical panel's checked, air panel is set, mask protection panel is good, fuel panel is set. Leave the centre tanks off for the takeoff.
Qantas 796.
Exterior lights.
Go 796.
Qantas 796,
Departure.
contact centre 134.2.
Passenger signs are on. GCP flying splits are set, 5000, 043 and 250.
Upside Qantas 1065, holding point Foxtrot 6, runway 05, ready.
Qantas 1065, runway 05.
Engine fire test completed, IRS is set,
Clear for
takeoff
takeoff,
warning
runway
system
05,
check.
confirm assign heading Qantas 1065.
Slats.
Qantas 1065, fly runway heading.
Good.
Maintain runway heading Qantas 1065.
Fuel switches off.
Jetstar 479, contact centre 134.
Radar checked off. Transponder is on now.
134.2, yeah,
I think they're on trim, are set neutral.
Jetstar 479.
No worries, thanks for flying.
And stab trim should be 1.4.
Qantas 448, descend
Set.
by star flight 130.
O2 miles completed.
Star 130.
That's cockpit prep up to the line. Papers are on board. Fuel quantity is checked. We have 8.9. Flap takeoff selector is in the retracted position. Takeoff briefing. Okay, takeoff briefing is we're pushing back nose to the left, taxiing out via to runway 05, Foxtrot 6. After departure will be VNAV LNAV up to Mopri, Salis, Parker, Big Al and Hawkeye. Initial climb was 5,000 feet. Safety speed is 80 knots, our V speeds are showing, we have 122, 127 rotation and 135 for the climb. If we do need to stop on the runway, a little forward pressure on the yoke and come to a full stop on the runway.
Upside Qantas 1065, maintaining runway heading, passing
After V1 speed, we can move
1800, climbing
takeoff.
5000.
Getting airborne, if we do need to return, we are VMC.
Qantas 1065, Centre, good day
Runway
again,
05 in
identify.
operation.
Turn left,
So
heading
if it goes
at
correctly, we'll be
300.
tracking out
Obtaining 300, Qantas 1065.
as per TC instructions. Takeoff briefing completed before start checklist. Dispatch release is confirmed. Doors are closed. Hydraulics are set. Pack isolation switches are off. Beacon light is on. And we're ready. One little brief.
Qantas 1065, sorry, climb by the zip file 240.
Thanks,
Ladies.
that's check file of 240, Qantas 1065.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck is YouTube. We're taking up to Alice Springs today as Qantaslink flight 1857 on board our Boeing 717. We do welcome on board. In just a few moments, cabin crew will be coming through the airplane to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. I ask that you pay them your full attention. That said, we'll be on the way shortly. Make our way up to Alice Springs. Flight time is about 1 hour 45 minutes. We do welcome on board and hope you enjoy the flight. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. Sonar Q-Link 1857 on the ground, ready for push.
Q-Link 1857, sorry, say that again.
Ready for push, information Bravo.
Q-Jet 1857, push approved.
Push approved 1857.
Qantas 1065, confirming you're able to resume our navigation direct to Walkie.
Hi there, Kangaroo, how are you doing?
And Qantas 1065 negative, just require the vectors from Denver.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Heading 30.
Heading 300, Qantas 1065.
Hey there, we're also ready to push. Nose to the left.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, clear to start. I'll start up number 2. Right engine starting. Not getting any joy off that one. Let's get the other side first. That'll be why. Start switch is low. We need the bleed open.
Qantas 1065, climb to pole 340.
Let's try it again.
Oh, 340, Qantas 1065.
There we go. It's 20%. And engine sets to run.
Set parking brakes.
Brakes set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Qantas 723, request pushback.
723, stand by.
Good start, number 2, starting the left side rolling. Left engine start. And that's a good start on the left side. AP can shut down.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Flaps 13. Wave them off. Checklist. Up start, external power switch is off. Hydraulics are on, packs can go auto. Set. ADAS not required. Air data is set.
1065, turn right heading 335.
AP master is off. Transponder is on. Ground equipment is removed. Taxi checks. Flaps 13. Spoilers armed. Flight controls, we'll do that in a second. Auto brakes not fitted. FCP is set. Takeoff data is set. That's taxi checklist apart from the flight controls. Controls good. For takeoff, runway 05, EAD set, and the rest is lights transponder. Center QJet 1857, ready for taxi information, bravo.
QJet 1857, taxi Alpha, Foxtrot, cross runway 30 to the Foxtrot 6 holding point, runway 05.
Alpha Foxtrot to the Foxtrot 6 holding point, runway 5. QJet 1857.
717,
Maximum cross runway 30 on Foxtrot.
Cross 30 on Foxtrot 1857.
Qantas 448, descend by the star 9,000 feet, the Adelaide QNH 1004. 9,000 QNH 1004, Qantas 448. Qantas 723, push approved.
Clear the push, Qantas 723.
Run the weather radar test.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Melbourne Centre, good evening. Qantas 1445 with information Charlie request clearance to Alice Springs.
Qantas 1445, Centre, standby. Qantas 448, descend by the star 5,000. 5,000, Qantas 448. Qantas 1065, just from the next sector, confirm you need vectors the whole way.
Negative, we'll be able to track a ground-based angle from the next one.
Qantas 723, ready for taxi with Charlie.
Qantas 723, taxi Alpha Foxtrot cross runway 30 to the Foxtrot 6 holding point, runway 05.
Taxi Alpha Foxtrot cross 30 to the Foxtrot 6 holding point, runway 05, Qantas 723.
Indeed, Alice Springs is the event today.
Qantas 1065, I don't think there's ground-based nav aids that will cover you the whole way there, so... Like, are you able to track direct YALA now, say?
Aye, sir, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065, track direct YALA.
Direct YALA, Qantas 1065.
1065, resume our navigation, of course.
Resume our navigation, Qantas 1065. And Centre, Qantas 1065. I got some of the nav waypoints, just not all of them. It's hit and miss.
Okay, roger. Qantas 601, contact centre 134.2.
Contact centre 134.2, Qantas 601.
Qantas 1445, clearance when you're ready.
Qantas 1445, go ahead.
Qantas 1445, cleared to Alice Springs via Hawkeye, flight plan route. Hawkeye 5 departure, runway 05. Climb by SID 5000, squawk 4514, departure is me.
Cleared to Alice Springs via the Hawkeye plan route. Hawkeye 5 departure, runway 05. Climb to the SID of 5000, squawk 4514, and departures with you. Qantas 1445, thanks.
Qantas 1445.
That's right, Jason. All you need to do is take one little bit at a time. Start off with VFR kind of flying, so you already know where you're going. You're just asking ATC to give you clearance to do what you already know you're doing. And build up from there. Don't expect it to be perfect all the time. Hi Marshall, I'm using a Razer Kraken. This one's very old. I think I bought it in like 2013. In fact, it is starting to get a bit dilapidated, and the little ear pad on my left ear is essentially doesn't want to stay on anymore. I think I might need to glue it.
Center corner 448 at 5,000.
Cabin crew, we're number 2 for takeoff. Please be seated.
3,000 feet by the sign from Agogo, cleared RNAV X-ray, runway 05 approach.
Descend to 3,000 by the star and from Ugogo clear for the RNAV 405, course 448.
Okay, radar and transponder is set. Lights are set. Cabin is seated. EAD set. And runway 05. Link 1857 is ready at runway 05.
QJet 1857, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 05, cleared for takeoff. QJet 1857. Yeah, basically you're looking for a USB plug. So the cheapest USB microphone that you can find, use that. Headset preferably, so then you'd have to hold your microphone. Auto flight set. Clear for takeoff. Off we go. Thrust stable.
Good evening, just 6025.
Take off first.
Just 6025, center, good day, confirm 54340.
Affirm 54340, and any dramas if we turn the volume down and move to text or CBD
You want,
of
rotate.
the salvage at 6025.
Check 6025, yeah, that's approved. Are you able to go back to voice
Pause the rate, you're up.
because it'll be kind of busy.
Yeah, no worries. Just Dave was wearing the headset, pretty uncomfortable.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, roger.
Corner 723 is approaching runway 05 on Foxtrot 6, ready.
Corner 723, roger, standby. QJet 1857, climb by the SID level 240, identify, verify level.
Level 240, leaving 2000. QJet 1857.
QJet 1857, roger, just confirm 240.
240, QJet 1857.
Stabilizer motion.
Corner 508, contact center 134.2, good day.
134.2, Qantas 50, good day.
240 sets.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 150, climbing through 2.
Just going to move my camera ever so slightly. That's more like it.
Corner 723, you ready for immediate takeoff?
AFM corner 723.
Corner
Flight
723, runway 05, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, corner 723.
Up 0 and slight subtract.
Qantas 723 is airborne, passing through 600.
Qantas 723 identified, climb by the zip level 240.
Climb by the zip flight level 240, Qantas 723.
Qantas 448, wind 030 degrees, 9 knots, runway 05, clear to land.
05, clear to land, Qantas 448.
Center, Qantas 635 with you. Qantas 635, g'day, confirm, hold 3.
Stabilizer motion.
Flying flight level 360, Qantas 635. Qantas 635, cheers. And were you given a start clearance, sir? Just confirm it's the RB6 Alpha for 09?
Yes, affirm, I've received that already, thank you.
Qantas 635, cheers.
Qantas 635, can you just confirm it's an RNAV Zulu approach?
Qantas 635, let me just bring up the chart. Qantas 635A firm, expect the RNAV Zulu for runway 09 as GLS is available if you would like that.
Still learning now, stick with the RNAV Zulu, thanks very much, Qantas 635.
Qantas 635.
Okay, 1013 set.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1445, request taxi clearance to runway 05.
Qantas 1445, taxi Alpha, Foxtrot, cross runway 30, Foxtrot 6 holding point, runway 05.
Taxi by Alpha, Foxtrot, cross runway 30 onto Foxtrot 6, out to holding point runway 05, Qantas 1445.
Qantas 1065, contact centre 134.2. Bye-bye.
134.2, Qantas 1065, good evening.
Checklist to do. After takeoff, landing gear is up, flaps and slats are retracted. Flap takeoff selector is retracted. Spoilers are disarmed. Hydraulics can go into transfer off, auxiliary off. Seat switches are off. And the lights are retracted. Altimeter set, 1013 cross-checked.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 448 vacated 05 on Delta 1.
Qantas 448, roger, hold short of Alpha, there's traffic a little short looking to Alpha now.
Hold short of Alpha, give way to traffic, Qantas 448.
Checklist is complete.
Qantas 635, when ready, descend by the start, flight level 250.
By the start of 250, I'm ready, Qantas 635.
Jetstar 6025, contact me 125.3. QJet 1857, climb to level 360.
Level 360, QJet 1857.
10723, climb to level 340.
Climb flight level 340, corner 723.
Stabilizer motion.
Center, Supergreen 145 with you, flight level 280.
Supergreen 145, Melbourne Centre, g'day, star clearance available.
Roger, ready to copy.
Supergreen 145, star clearance. Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival. Runway 09er, maintain flight level 280.
Roger, arrival Alise 8 Alpha, runway 09, maintain flight level 280, Supergreen 145.
Supergreen 145.
Jason Stray, flight level is, well first you have to understand what an altitude is.
Descend by the star 130.
Altitude is measured above sea level, and you change your barometer so that the sea level is reflected based on how atmospheric pressure is on the ground.
Qantas 448, sorry, before I go,
that's your isotropic things that changes minute by minute, hour by hour, based on how wind is moving around, essentially. In temperatures and all that kind of thing. Basically, the atmosphere is heated up badly by the sun, because the sun's only in one place at any given time, and if it's directly overhead, it's putting a lot of energy into the ground, which then radiates back out and heats the air up. And as the air heats up, then the amount of pressure in the air kind of releases, because hot air equals low air pressure. That's how hot air balloons work. So you're constantly adjusting the barometric pressure to make sure that the altimeter reads correct for sea level in the area that you're in. However, we don't want to be continuously updating the QNH barometric pressure when we're flying at 400 knots. And besides, here at 30,000 feet, there's no hills to run into, so it's not like we have to be that precise. So above, in Australia, 10,000 feet, you set standard altimeter, which is 1013, and any time that you're on that standard altimeter, the altitude is a flight level. So flight level 370 would be 37,000 feet. We're climbing to flight level 360, which is 36,000 feet on that standard pressure. But if we were to descend below 10,000 feet in Australia, other countries it's different, we'd get a barometric altitude, so we descend to 8,000 feet QNH 1016. So firstly they'd have to change the barometric altitude to read 1016 instead of 1013, and then select 8,000 feet. And when you descend down to 8,000 feet, the altitude based on air pressure is 8,000 feet above sea level instead of a flight level, which would be 8,000 feet above standard. So yeah, that's that. So flight level is an altitude based on your standard 1013 pressure. If you're flying in America, standard pressure is 29.92. Based on
496 Melbourne Centre, hello.
I guess you'd say an average atmosphere as measured over the years. They figured out that on average the atmosphere is 15 degrees Celsius, 1013
496, the star clearance,
hectopascals,
runway 09er, maintain flight.
Various other things as well. 50%
Arrival 46 Alpha, 09 runway, maintain flight.
Can't remember what the dew point is for a standard atmosphere. Is it 0?
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1445 with you holding point on
Anyway, I'm getting about 40, between 38 40 frames a second at the moment, on average.
We've takeoff runway 05, Qantas 1445.
Sometimes it drops down to 25. I'm seeing ever so
No,
slight
alarm going off, mate.
plops of 21, but yeah, 30, 35, 40, 42, 40, 42, 27, 38. I don't think it gets anywhere above 45. 45 is the best I've seen so far.
Over to 125.3, Qantas 150. Qantas 150 on 125.3.
You didn't see that because my face is in the way.
Qantas 150, g'day.
There it is. Way over there in the corner. Where's he? Oh, don't have it. There it is. 37, 20 something, 40 something, 30 something, 20 something. Yeah, it jumps up and down all the time. Sitting in the 40s, I'm going to have external view. Quite happily in the 40s there. Inside it does drop down a good 10. So at the moment kind of stabilising about 27. Shot back up to the mid 30s, but not steady at all. That's correct, Marshall. Query nautical height. Nautical, of course, being sea level.
Qantas 150, I don't blame you. I'm pretty distracted by it too. I hope Qantas 1445 made enough in the whole class.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 1445 with you at 900 for 5,000, and there is certainly to go around for the whole of that pack if you need it. Qantas 1445.
Qantas 1445, good, this pleases me. You're identified and
guide to say. What to say the traffic control? Yes, there is. What do they call that document again? It's like standard phraseology, and they've got 70 point something or other. It's the ICAO. Is it ICAO or is it phraseology guide? I'm sure there was one for Australia as well, that was specific to Australia.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 150, just want to confirm which Alex stars are coming on.
The ICAO document
Qantas 150, it should be
9432 AN 924 manual of radio telemetry.
Alexi 3 X-ray, Qantas 150.
It's a big document.
Altitude.
We have 1,000 to go. Just got to double check that we're coming out there. .6, there we are. Standard words and phrases. Tax instructions, chapter 4. Might chuck it in here. So what's that? Page 4.1.
Qantas 635, descend by the star 9000 TC, sit taxi in the Melbourne QNH 1012. Descend via the star 9000 QNH 1012, Qantas 635, and hold a slice for me.
So that one's not specific to Australia, but it's kind of a generic, worldwide, almost European-centric guide to ATC procedures. I know there's an Australian one as well. Can't remember the name of it. I have to look for it. Is it Air Services? Standard phraseology manual, something like that. But yeah, basically use the real world ones if you can find them. Most of them are on the internet.
On the 635, descend by the star 5000.
Descend by star 5000, call 635.
On a 496, when ready, descend by the star flight of 130.
Y2ZL has bumped the US phraseology one, the FAA, the 7110.
Qantas 106.
That's a little bit different to Australia, you'll notice.
196 broke up there a bit.
In fact, quite a lot of the things in the United States phraseology book are...
Send when ready, fly level
we get to use them in the States every time that you fly into F&O. I find them very truncated compared to Australia. Australia tends to like to waffle on about their entire full readbacks and stuff. Whereas in America there's a lot of phraseologies that are very tight. I actually like them a bit. Pretty cool. Hello Patrick, we should be landing, with any luck, in exactly 1.5 hours. If we land in exactly 1.5 hours, then then we will have one. I doubt that'll happen, but we'll see. Progress.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 268, with you at
Could happen.
4,000.
If we land exactly at that time, it'll be
700 feet,
brilliant.
out of
We might
Canberra.
actually go a little bit early.
On a 268 Melbourne Centre, good afternoon.
Speed up
Identified.
the touch.
Climb to flight level 210. Squawk 3645.
Climbing to flight level 210 and squawking 3645, Qantas 268.
On a 635, descend by the star 3000 from Gupug. Cleared Arnab Zulu, runway 09 approach.
My favourite...
Descend 3000 from Gupug, cleared Arnab Zulu approach 09, Qantas 635.
That's true. As sea levels rise, there's no real change. It'll rise by a few feet. QNH will still be 1013. Yeah, I was about to say one thing that I love about the United States is when they say descend via the insert name of arrival here. And then it's like, look for the lowest altitude. on the chart, you can like select 8,000 feet from cruise. So we're at 41,000 feet. Descend by the JB2 arrival. 6,000. Go. I wish we could do that here in Australia. Generally we can't. We don't have the proper phraseology.
Corner 723, we're going to be away from the flight deck for
descend,
just a
literally
moment.
descend via the star.
Corner 723.
To 4,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Melbourne Centre, just 412, request radio check.
Jetstar 412 Melbourne Centre, I'm reading you 5. Corner 268, contact centre 125.0. Expect star clearance. See you later.
Central 125.0. Thank you. Good day.
$83 knot crosswind at the moment. Getting blown sideways.
Mike, India Charlie, contact centre 125.0. Expect star clearance. Good day.
Centre Qantas 635, 09, with 9 track miles to run.
Corner 635, roger, the wind 050 degrees, 12 knots. Runway 09, clear to land.
Clear to land 09 on Qantas 635.
Qantas 150, descending out of flight level 360 for 250.
Just reading this thing.
Qantas 150, roger, descend by the star, flight level 130.
Dude and Broady got
Descend by the
shot.
star to flight level 130, Qantas 150.
What time did we finish today in F&O? I think it was around that time, wasn't it? So I'm quite happily sitting here landing a 747 and some dude was getting shot down the road.
By Bendo, flight plan route. Bendo 2 departure, runway 05. Climb via SID 5000. Squawk 4021, departure frequency with me.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 412, sorry, broken there, could we stay again?
Jetstar 412, no worries. Cleared to Sydney via Bendo, planned route. Bendo 2 departure, runway 05. Climb via the SID, 5,000 feet. Squawk 4021, the departure frequency is with me.
Cleared to Sydney via Bendo, by planned route, Bendo 2 departure, runway 05.
Ford V Holden.
Via 5000, squawk 4021, departure frequency with you, Jetstar 412.
Jetstar 412, A firm, and Adelaide terminal information, Echo has just come online. I'll go ahead to change it shortly.
Copy that, cheers.
All stations Adelaide, terminal information, Echo is now available, 3 changes. Wind 030 degrees, 8 knots. Temperature 18, QNH 1005, Adelaide Echo.
Yeah, that's right. Melbourne covers Adelaide because there's only 2 centres in Australia. Brisbane Centre and Melbourne Centre. they do cut those into smaller sectors, but as far as flight information regions are concerned, there's only two, Melbourne and Brisbane. So Melbourne obviously
1857, contact
bottom
center,
half,
134.2. Bye-bye.
134.2, Qlink 1857. Checked. 342. Melbourne Centre, Qlink 1857, flight level 360.
1857 Melbourne Centre, good day.
I'm using 3 screens, although one of them is on a completely separate computer. So technically 2 screens on the one PC. Let's see if we can get a better picture of Australia's FIRs.
Saitek Cyborg 65 back to review flight level 340.
So technically that's all of Australia's FIRs. Melbourne in the south, Brisbane in the north, including all the way down to past Tasmania, off to the east coast. But for instance, Sydney is controlled by, well, Little Sydney Approach, which is about 80 miles away from Sydney. But if you're south of 80 miles from Sydney, then you've got Melbourne Centre, and north of there you've got Brisbane Centre. So Brisbane Centre is essentially in charge of Gosford and north of Gosford.
Confirming 128, decimal 85, group 1065. Yeah.
Salt Inspector has given us 5 strange words to memorize. Paper, pine cones, porcupines, leaves and hands. I do like these better than Donald Trump's words, which were woman, man, person, camera, TV. In that order. Top Feffy. There's some Salt Lakes coming up.
Score code 6057 Charlie.
And dry lake beds. You're very true with old Biden. Imagine having an entire political process and it comes down to those two.
And in Qantas 7 Charlie, we've recycled the transponder, should be showing good now.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet on frequency for, you know, an event. Then again, so was
Qantas 7 Charlie.
So was F&O, to be honest. Let's see what's happening. Oh, yeah, there's quite a few of them then. Quite a lot of them going for the touchdown time in 15 minutes.
Charlie, we're showing
We're going for the second time. Second option.
Charlie, Roger. You able to...
Something else here, right? Yep.
Well, 47 Charlie, we can take flight level 430.
Okay, what does FMS reckon we'll get there?
Melbourne
501.
722 is maintaining flight level 340.
Just scraping in on the on time. I think we might go a bit quicker. Maybe 795. You're probably right about that toilet. No, I don't see Kamala Harris getting along with AOC, to be honest. I mean, on the outset they're both, you know, females of colour, but I think their politics is too radically different. They don't actually get along. At the end of the day, Kamala Harris is essentially a authoritarian law prosecutor, and AOC is not. Just my feeling of Kamala. She's far more authoritarian than you think from the outset, from her race, what you'd expect. In fact, you look at her history, she's like massive on law and order, kind of prosecuting people for minor infractions on personal use drugs, marijuana, that kind of stuff. I mean, it'd be great, but no, not going to happen. That's what I laugh about the whole Republican Party at the moment. It's going the whole hog of, you know, Biden is the left wing. Biden wants to defund the police. Like, nah, that's not Biden. That's not Kamala Harris either. So they're barking up the wrong tree on that one. Biden-Harris is more of a refund of the police. Give them more power, not less. Gorilla's on a hold. If we slip through without a hold, we'll be touching down right on our winning time. However, if we get stuck into a hold, we only need one hold and we're 5 minutes late and we've lost. This is as much a game of planning as it is for luck.
128.85, Qantaslink Charlie, good.
Right now for planning, we are planning to land at the exact correct time. On the hour. Gorilla not doing another flight tonight. We'll do another one tomorrow, I think. There's a couple of events that were looking interesting. One in Hawaii, which I hope gets ATC because it looks like a VFR group doing a fly-in. But yeah, we might pull out the old FS 2020 for that into Hawaii. And I'm not working on Monday, so I can do an early morning flight on Monday, which I'm looking forward to. There's something happening in Brazil on their Sunday night, which is our Monday morning at about 7 in the morning, something like that. Normally I'd be working then, but you know. What runway expecting at good old Alise? To be honest, I don't know yet, so I'm going to pop in a meta request. Wind 290 at 14. So runway 30. Cool. And no cloud, 30 degrees. Wind 290 at 14. Visibility above 10 kilometers. So I can do a straight in visual approach if we want it. Hope so. It's what we'll be requesting. Especially if this ETA time works out correctly. If there's no other traffic and no ATC, we'll be landing perfectly on time to win our event. There is ATC and there is other traffic, and we're one holding away. Yep, I'll be doing the cross the pond eastbound. Not sure what aircraft yet. 747, A330, 777 are the most obvious. Oh, we could do an RNAV, but I think we'll do the VOR. Actually, to be honest, I'd want to do the visual approach if we can get it. Straight in visual. Easy. I would probably line up the RNAV 30 approach so we have like some kind of centerline guidance and just hand fly it straight through. Touchdown at the hour, win the event. No holding. What's the chance of that? It's not 0%, but it's not much better than 50. Yeah, there should be ATC in Alise Tower. I have a Class D tower up there. Let's have a look. I can do a search for it. Actually, we can look at this page on here, can't we? ATC. AS. It's Darwin. There it is, Alice Springs Tower, 118.3. Hello, Reda, how you doing? Yeah, not doing too bad. Getting bored of lockdown. I think we're all insane for lockdown. 26th of October. That's the date we're aiming at. Melbourne restrictions roadmap to reopening. So 28th of September. So we're still in this section here. Curfew in place 9 AM till 5 AM. Stay within 5 kilometers of your house. Only let outside for 2 people or a household can meet outdoors for 2 hours maximum. You can have one person, one nominated visitor in your house if you're living alone. If you're not living alone, then you can have 0. It's them to your house and not the other way around. You can only go out once a day. So up to the 28th of September, which is in 2 weeks. Technically next weekend is the last weekend of having first step. So after that we're allowed, they're still in that curfew. Allowed to go to school. Still have to stay inside 5Ks, so there's nothing much that's changed. Instead of having one person, you can have 5 people now. They have to be outside. Childcare's open. Allowed to go outside with a personal trainer. So not much of a difference, except for that 5-person thing. Third step, 26th of October. With caveats. You're allowed to go outside. Yay! You can drive to other parts of the planet more than 5 kilometers outside. Allowed to go outside with people, up to 10. Up to 5 in your home. It's not much of a difference up there, is it? It's just that inside instead of outside. And you're allowed to go to a restaurant outside and sit down. Except personal care hairdressers are open. Okay, cool. So I can get a haircut on the 26th of October. I haven't had a haircut since about April. It's getting rather long. Yeah, I could actually relocate myself, apart from the fact that I own the house and only have like $80,000 of home loan left to pay off. But yeah, I think as soon as we're allowed out of Victoria, I'm going to take my, because I've literally got 3 months of long service leave due to me. And there was a moment there where I thought I was possibly going to get made redundant, but I've managed to survive that axing. So instead of getting paid that 3 months as money, I can probably take it as actual leave. So as soon as we get let out of our state, it's like, yeah, Melbourne was fun and all, but it's time to go other places. Yeah, apparently there's people more than 5 kilometers away from our little tiny bubbles. Like other maps on other servers somewhere. On the great GTA map of the world. I think the Broady map has been hilarious. We've been getting shootings and knifings. The chopper comes and hovers over my house every couple of days. It's great. to relocate to a different server once we can. Might try out the Sydney server. Hang on up there. See what's happening in the ye old New South Wales. It's interesting in seeing who of my friends is left as a friend after this lockdown. It's like, hi, we're not locked down anymore. Want to hang out?
Open Center just 790 with you for level 320.
Who are you again? What is this? What is this term hang out that you speak of?
Center just 790 will be back in 20 minutes, or we'll when I'm back.
790, roger.
Yep. Playing GTA is getting boring, so you want to do it outside in the real world. Got Among Us. Good stuff. Imagine winning panic stations and then being told to go around. I'm going to win! Touchdown! Go around. We're running slightly early. The Guthridge panic stations is a single slot event. All the pilots are encouraged to arrive at the airfield on the hour. Sometimes they have two winners, such as tonight where they run 2 consecutive hours. So there was 1 hour that just ran 7 minutes ago, and there's another one in when we're due, if we lose a minute. Good one, Sort Inspector. Is that for QJet 1857?
QJet 1857, contact center 128.85, good night.
128.85, QJet 1857. Melbourne Center, QJet 1857, flight level 360.
Q1857, Center, good day. Qantas 7 Charlie, the orbital track director Steele.
7 Charlie, affirm.
Qantas 7 Charlie, turn right track director Steele.
Turn right track direct, Steel. 7 Charlie.
No, not doing the long haul. Doing this Australian event. Got to support your home country, don't you? How's that soul thing going?
Qantas 1065, left flight level 340 for flight level 280.
Qantas 1065, thanks.
Once we land here, we'll see.
Qantas 796, hold at Steel, track inbound 290, right hand patterns, 1.5 minute legs.
Copy that, hold at Steel, inbound 290, right hand turn, and 1.5 minute legs. Qantas 796.
Yeah, Hong Kong to Seoul. I can't remember when that event is on, but I'm probably not going to do it. Can't do everything, can you? Then again, this is the weekend.
Qantas 1065, hold at Steel.
Next weekend I'm doing
right
almost
hand
none.
patterns, track
Might do
inbound
one flight.
290, pattern length 1.5 minutes.
Hold at
I'm
Steel,
hearing holds
inbound
being
to
issued.
990, the right end pattern, and 1.5 minute leg, 1065.
Not a fan. Still looking good for the timing. We can always slow down by 1 minute.
Qantas 7 Charlie, request descent.
Qantas 7 Charlie, continue descent to flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Qantas 7 Charlie.
brown, hey? I don't think it's even brown as much as it is, you know, that orangey ginger red. It's that colour. We just came across a random airfield, look at that. I didn't even plan that. No idea what that is. That little town, little Billabong airfield. Dirt roads everywhere.
Qantas 601, contact centre 121.85.
Contact centre 121.85, Qantas 601, thank you.
Triple seven Bob at 8:13, a couple of minutes ago. How you doing? Yeah, the good old 7-1.
7 Charlie, apologies. Mayday, mayday, mayday. We have a fuel situation. We are unable to continue on our flight. If we could get a direct to Alice Springs, and maybe we might make it.
Qantas 7 Charlie, Alice probably won't be able to accept you at this time. We can give you direct to Ayers Rock or something, but yeah, there's Alice is too busy.
Yeah, no problem. Yep, whatever you can give us. We're out of flight level 357 now, and we've been trying to work out the fuel, and it's just exhausted now, and we can't get it back.
He's colliding.
Qantas 7 Charlie, okay, just one more moment, stand by. Yeah, look, the closest airport's probably going to be Alice, suitable for you. It's in your 9 o'clock. It is in excess of 200 miles.
Got the control, so just probably still think that.
There is that, what's that tiny airfield next to Alice Springs? The military one. I think it's closed.
Qantas 7 Charlie, turn left, track direct to Ayers Rock.
Turn left, track to direct to Ayers Rock. Qantas 7 Charlie.
There's also Hermansburg.
Helman Center, good evening, Jetstar 025, flight number 340, and if possible, request direct to Alice Springs.
Jetstar 6025 at this stage. Won't be available. I've already got aircraft holding nearby. We'll let you know what we can do for you.
No way.
I'm hearing the H word, holding. Good old Tennant Creek. I think he's a little bit west of Alice Springs, so Hermansburg would be my port of call. I know it's not much of a airfield, but still. It's a runway. Better than landing in the desert.
Qantas 508, contact centre 121.85.
Or is it that dude?
Was that for Qantas 508?
Qantas 508, A firm, contact centre 121.85.
121.85, Qantas 508, g'day.
QJet 1857 from Sarah, track Antu, or Antu, then Alice, flight level 360, it's Alpha Romeo November Tango Uniform.
From Sarah direct to Antu, then Alice Springs, QJet 1857.
Northern Central Meridian, Qantas 790 with flight 7360 inbound, NZ, and we have information echo to NH1011.
Qantas 791.
Antu.
On the 7 Charlie, looks like we're not going to make the Ayers Rock strip. Alice is definitely closer to us, and we are fuel starvation.
Sorry.
Control Z, refuel. G'day.
FS 2020.
Qantas 7 Charlie, yeah, look, I understand Alice is closer, just there's no space to get you in at the moment. There's already a 15 or 20 minute delay. And there's just no space for an emergency aircraft at the moment.
Suggest atmospheric.
He's got the priority, let's go.
Like 1857, just with that emergency aircraft suggesting Hermannsburg. It's about half of that. What's the thing for Hermannsburg?
QJet 1857, thanks for that.
That's Qantas 796, just request leave comments just for 1 minute.
Qantas 796, that's approved. Platinum 1084, descent flight level 210 in the hold.
Down 210, 94.
Aircraft holding at steel, just be a little bit longer. They are finally clearing the things up in Alice, so we'll get you going shortly.
Upper Center Qantas 981, please.
Qantas 981, Centre go.
Hello there, how you doing?
Qantas 981, do you want us to maintain the current Mach level, or do you want us to resume profile speed?
Qantas 981, just profile speed is fine.
Understood, Qantas 981.
Interesting. We have, in that one single manoeuvre, lost our slot, so we're no longer going to be landing on time and winning. So we're going from perfect on time exactly till no longer. Oh well, on to it is. 12 minutes late now. And we'll go direct to. We can slow down. Just go straight into economy section now. Yep, economy. Done. And just like that, we lost 12 minutes.
And Qantas 796 is back with you.
Qantas 796.
So it's as much of a luck
Qantas
game
796, descent to flight level 220 in the hold.
Send 220 in the hold, Qantas 796.
So we're positioning for a perfectly on-time arrival, and now we're at least 12 minutes behind. I'm not going to catch up. Going to pick up some charts now. Managed that because ATC put us in a pseudo hold by increasing our track miles direct to ARN2. So instead of flying straight at good old Alice Springs like we were, we have to make this massive deviation off to the left.
Brisbane Center, Russian, Melbourne Center, code 791, confirm which approach should be expect?
Qantas 791, expect runway 30, unav approach.
Is there any chance of getting the VORTV approach for the preview for the 791?
Qantas 791, it may be
pretty
possible,
sure
it
that
just depends on the traffic.
Pretty well over Anangu pit temp. So this is actually owned by Aboriginal corporations instead of, you know, the Australian public. Yeah, we're south of the Rock, north of the South Australian border. So all this is
Qantas 7 Charlie, are you going to chuck to Hermansburg, Yankee Hotel Mike Bravo?
Qantas 7 Charlie, affirm. Yankee Mike Hotel Bravo, affirm.
Qantas 7 Charlie, so it's Yankee Hotel Mike Bravo.
Yeah, affirm.
Yankee numbers of the letters in the wrong way, they'll end up in Hobart.
Hotel Mike Bravo, affirm.
Yep, APY, which is Anangu Pitjant Chachara. Yeah, that's right. I'm outside
for contact center 121.85 and report tracking direct to him.
North of Mintaby.
Okay, 121.85 will reveal
I suppose Mintaby is nothing anymore.
Qantas 7 Charlie, thanks.
Mintaby now has an official population of 0. They're all turfed out a few months ago. No, like 6 months ago now. We're tracking direct to ARN2 and back in by the Juliet 64. Most likely.
Yeah, centre, I'm already on 121.85.
Qantas 7 Charlie, my frequency is 128.85. The other frequency is 121.85.
Qantas 7 Charlie, thanks.
Melbourne Center, Qantas 1065, any change to this will be the last hold, and if available, get a lower flight level.
At Qantas 1065, I can give a lower flight level, but won't be the last hold. Descend flight level 230 in the hold.
Flight level 230, then flight level 280, 1065.
Baseb, you reckon? Where's Baseb? EB. There, you reckon? Yeah. Quite possibly. The 717 holding pattern. Yeah, it's not going to be great. Let's put it that way. What's the minimums? 2090. Alright, cool. You can enter the hold there, but last time I did the holding it was a little bit sloppy, let's put it that way. Norman P3D version 4.5.
Corner 791 centre.
Go ahead for corner 791.
Corner 791, turn left, track direct to waypoint Steel, Sierra Tango Echo Echo Lima.
We are track direct and back.
Corner 981, that's not for you. Break, corner 791, track direct to Steel.
My apologies.
The track direct Steel, corner 791.
Let's start talking about minimums and fuel. Okay, the alternate will take us 1.4 to get there, fixed reserve is 8. So that'll be 2.2. We'll be arriving with 5.1. We have a 45-minute hold, and I think we're actually getting a little bit better than that. 2, 3. Yeah, because we carried a bunch of taxi fuel that we didn't use. 45 minutes worth of taxi fuel. I only used about 12 minutes of that. So a little bit ahead of the curve. It's not too bad.
Platinum 1084, cancel, hold, turn left heading 190.
2.3 is our trigger point. So if we get down to 2.3 ton of
Platinum
fuel,
1084, in your FMS
we will
have
declare
the
Mayday
system
and fire
ready
off
to
to
track
Israel.
direct to Alice Echo Bravo.
Yeah, it's all set up. Second heading.
Left heading 200 now.
Left 200, radical.
Corner 796, descend to flight level 200.
Descend flight level 200, corner 796.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain
corner
speaking from the
1065,
Vatsim.
descend to
We're
flight
just
level
being
210.
informed by ATC here at Alice Springs that due to the large event here in Alice, that we'll be putting in a holding pattern. For the moment, we've just been diverted off slightly off course.
981. You
We're
can
back your way
now
over
track direct
towards a
to
place called
Steel,
Hermansburg,
Sierra
and then
Tango
inbound
Echo
from
Echo
the
Lima.
west into Alice Springs. That does increase the flight time by about 15 minutes at this stage. We'll give you an update once we do know more.
981. Our next waypoint, we are actually tracking Anzac and XX. After that, Echo Bravo. Would that be the right one that you'd like us to track?
The Qantas 981, I want you to track to a new waypoint. That new waypoint is called Steel, Sierra Tango Echo Echo.
Okay, please put that in text so we'll remember the flight. Confirming, is that right now? Do you want us to track? Qantas 981?
Qantas 981 ASIN.
Understood, tracking Steel.
Platinum 1084, turn right, track direct to Alice Echo Bravo.
Mount
Direct
Zeal.
Bravo, technical.
Z-E-I-L. the highest mountain west of the Great
Qantas
Australian Divide.
796, this will be the last hold.
Copy that, Qantas 796.
And Qantas 796, after this hold, from Steel, track, Alice, Echo Bravo.
Copy that, exit at Steel and track Alice, Echo Bravo, Qantas 796, cheers.
Earl Thurkey. Something like that. It is 5,023 feet.
Qantas 796, look now, continue a right turn all the way around, track direct to Alice, Echo Bravo.
Copy that, right turn, direct to Alice, Echo Bravo, Qantas 796, thank you.
And Qantas 791 after Steel, should we go direct to
Qantas 791, after Steel, plan to track Alice Echo Bravo, and that you may expect a hold at Steel.
after Steel, we expect to go direct to Alice Echo Bravo and hold at Steel Qantas 791.
Jason likes Mount Sonder better.
London 1084, if not already, contact Centre 131.8.
131.8.
Take a look at Sonder.
Good night, go.
Yeah, it looks prettier. I'll give you that.
Cheers. QJet 1857, contact Centre 121.85.
It's 4,500 feet, that one.
QJet 1857, Centre.
QJet 1857.
QJet 1857, contact Centre 121.85.
121.85, QJet 1857.
Foxtrot Yankee Charlie, from present position, track direct to Alice Springs Echo Charlie, the unknown Zulu runway 30, you are identified.
Track direct, Alice Springs Echo Charlie, Foxtrot Yankee Charlie.
Number Seller, QJet 1857, flight level 360, track and direct, ARM2.
QJet 1857, number 7, good day.
Third highest of NT, sounds about right, cool.
Qantas 7 Charlie, Melbourne Centre. Qantas 7 Charlie, identification terminated. Foxtrot Yankee Charlie, contact Centre 131.8, g'day.
131.8, Foxtrot Yankee Charlie, thanks for your help.
Sprinter disappointed, coming in behind the winning.
QJet 1857, descent to flight level 270, hold at R2, left hand 2 minute legs, inbound 060.
Send flight level 270, holding it at R2, 2 minute legs, and inbound 270, going 1857.
QJet 1857, the inbound course 060.
060 inbound, thanks. QJet 1857. Cool, and we'll speed. Cool. Let's make a nice easy descent. $1,000 a minute. Axel Kender, yeah, the MCDU is actually quite similar to the YBAS. Not exactly similar. It's very closely based on the MD11 one. Some very small changes, but yeah, Airbus, MCDUs, and these late McDonnell Douglas ones are quite similar. A funny feeling that they're going to give us the other transition, which will be the basic one. So let's chuck that in. Base C sec, BACC, I and F, have all of those set. That's fine. What's our approach? Approach speed is going to be approach 131. You do a flat 28 approach. 25 approach, sorry. This is the MD88. It's 7.1. So a flat 25 will give us an approach speed of 135 essentially. Might go with that. Spencer, yeah, the MD11 FMS is almost the same. There's a couple of extra features in the MD11 one that aren't in the 717 one.
Yes, sir. 6025 Melbourne Center again.
It's like, if you know how to use this one, you'll know how to use the MD11 one, and then there'll be a couple of surprises with the way cruise levels work out. You go, ah, that's awesome.
Quarter 601 descent to flight level 200. Descent to flight level 200.
Essentially in the MD11 you can do automatic step climbs. So you could make a, for instance, climb to flight level 280, and then when the optimum moves up, climb to flight level 300, and then climb up to flight level 320, and then climb up to flight level 340 without touching the MCP at all. No one uses it because air traffic control aren't going to give you a
from
climb
R2
clearance
cancel the whole track
like
direct to
block
L3
altitude.
Echo Charlie.
But in case they ever did, you can do it.
Expect runway 30, RNAV Zulu approach.
You can do 100-foot climbs every 20 minutes without touching the autopilot at all. Alright, that's a useful feature for no context ever. Maybe if you're flying over Antarctica or something, you can go, yeah, Melbourne radio. Or review with Auckland radio. Would it be down there? That'd be McMurdo, wouldn't it? McMurdo radio. Request block altitude, flight level 305 through flight level 360.
Qantas 508, descend to flight level 240.
240, Qantas 508.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that Hermansberg dude.
Just 60, 25 knots. Just 60, 25, not a problem. Report when you're back.
Earl Dunder. Yeah, let's see what that is.
Qantas 508, you can, that'll be runway 30, you can expect the RNAV Zulu approach from Alice Springs Echo Charlie.
Expect runway 30, RNAV Zulu with the Alice Springs Echo Charlie, Qantas 508.
Oh, that's a crossroads where you go out to Uluru, isn't it? Interesting. I think we passed that a little, like 2 minutes ago. The Vatsim map's about a minute and a half delayed. There's a harness. Can't see the highway. Yeah, that's the Lassiter Highway crossing the Stewart. So the Stewart's going north-south between Adelaide and Darwin, and Lassiter kind of cuts out and goes out to Uluru.
Qantas 508, descend to flight level 210.
210, Qantas 508.
QJet 1857, descend to flight level 250.
So 50250, QJet 1857. 250. Drive for a very long time, then turn right. If you forget to make the first right turn, then you end up at the airport. No, this event does not go into Sydney.
Qantas 67, Melbourne Centre.
Probably started in Sydney and Adelaide and
Via
everywhere.
R2 planned route, climb to flight level 200.
Nah, someone just opened up Sydney. You can go there if you
Victoria
want.
Springs via R2,
I
climb
imagine
flight
I'll
level
be shutting it
200,
down in
Qantas
2
67.
hours. Sydney was a departure point about 2 hours ago.
508 from R2, cancel the hold, resume the navigation direct to Alice Springs Echo Charlie.
We will exit the hold direct to the Alice Springs Echo Charlie, Qantas 508.
I believe 508 was in the R2 hold at the moment. That's us there, that's the R2 hold here. So, what hill is that? It's roughly where Ernest Giles Road hits Lurchester Road. Somewhere in that kind of vicinity.
Altitude.
1,000 to roll. Well, ATC is online, so that's how active it is.
Echo 601, just confirming you're direct to Alice Springs Echo Charlie, not Alice Springs.
The Rick jump. Thanks for that, Jason. Not having ever been to Northern Territory. I'll have to go one of these days.
And contact Melbourne Centre 131 decimal 8 today.
I reckon we might need to go and take some of that leave. Kings Canyon, good stuff. That I have heard of. And the speed should come away, we'll do that now. 250.
QJet 1857, descend to flight level 220.
Delta flight level 220, QJet 1857.
And QJet 1857 from ARM 2, you can expect direct tracking to Alice Springs Echo Charlie for the RNAV delivery runway 30.
QJet 1857, copy.
Melbourne Centre Jets up 6025 is that?
Just 6025.
Ah, Ananu without G. Okay. Silent G. Cool.
QJet 1857, cancel your hold, continue your left turn, and from ARM2, resume navigation direct to Alice Springs Echo Charlie.
Copy direct to ARM2, and then from ARM2 direct to Alice Springs Echo Charlie. QJet 1857.
Qantas 67 for sequencing, turn left heading 360.
Turn left heading 360, Alice Springs, Qantas 67.
Clear out that hold. And we'll go to nav. There we go. Go back to FMS speed. All good. Looks like it's going from 280.
Altitude.
Check.
Qantas 67, Alice Springs will be runway 30. You can expect the RNAV Zulu approach from Alice Springs Echo Charlie.
Alice Springs, runway 30, I expect RNAV Zulu Echo Charlie, Qantas 67.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to heat. I'm a Melbourne
Just
boy,
6025 to effectively turn left heading 280.
Left heading 280.
I missed waking up in the morning and finding the temperature about 4 degrees Celsius. That's pretty normal.
210, just 6025.
Bye bye, Charlie.
Qantas 67, resume our navigation direct to R2, plan route.
Resume our navigation direct to R2, plan route.
Was that too harsh? I don't know.
QJ 1857, descend to flight level 200.
Now flight level 200, Jets 1857. Yeah, someone's going to win in the next minute.
Qantas 508, contact Melbourne Centre 131.8, g'day. 131.8, Qantas 508, g'day. QJ 1857, report your indicated airspeed.
Everything's okay.
QJ 1857, report your indicated airspeed.
Good, 1857 290.
Qantas 67, report your indicated airspeed.
324 knots, Qantas 67.
Qantas 67 for sequencing, maintain 290 knots.
Maintain 290 knots, Qantas 67.
Isaiah, good day. How you doing? Cool name. Yeah, not too bad. Getting bored of this lockdown. Good tag, Lachlan. Hope you enjoyed panic stations. I'm assuming you are flying or controlling somewhere. How much fuel do we have? 4.8. As I said, 2.5 is our trigger fuel to divert. Looks like we'll be alright. Approach will be 134 with flaps 25. and arriving with about 4.6, 4.5 tonne of fuel. Plenty fine. Checklist. Reset checklist, starting data and briefings completed. It's runway 30 set, will be flaps 25 with a approach speed of 135.
Jetstar 6025, runway 30. You can expect the
MDA's been set, we have
Alice Springs
hasn't
Echo
been
Charlie.
set.
And you can expect tracking from
Should be
to
2090.
Copy, thanks, Jetstar 6025.
And that is set.
Jetstar 6025, report your indicated airspeed.
FMS is set, and seatbelt signs, not quite yet, but we're nearly there.
Jetstar 6025, sequencing maintain 2909.
That's descent to the line.
2909.
Pick the line up at 10,000. Good name. Area 51, no, this is Alice Springs, which is funnily enough has its own kind of Area 51, a military airbase. No, not airbase. Like satellite connection thing that's run by the United States government. Just north of Alice Springs. Pine Gap.
QJet 1857, descend to flight level 200 and contact Mill Colonel 131 days for Lake Connect.
131 this way, QJet 1857.
Jetstar 6025, your position 20 miles to the south of ARN2. Resume navigation direct to ARN2, that's as previously cleared.
Gazebo nav direct,
Melbourne Centre, Q-Link 1857, descending flight level 200.
Q-Link 1857, Melbourne Centre, good day, descend flight level 130.
Down flight level 130, Q-Link 1857. Thanks for that, south of the thing, northwest of the field. That's what I was thinking of. Getting the airport confused with the town.
Q-Link 1857, can you just confirm you're tracking Alice Echo Charlie?
Affirm, Alice Echo Charlie, Q-Link 1857.
Thanks.
See, Jason knows his stuff. Good things.
Approaching 7,000.
Qantas 981, descend 5,200, cleared RNAV to approach runway 30.
5,200, cleared RNAV approach, runway 30. Qantas 981.
That is indeed true. I'd imagine there's quite a lot of
Qantas 601, contact Alise Tower 118.3, g'day.
118.3, g'day, Qantas 01.
Qantas 981, slow to 200 knots or less.
200 knots or less on anyone, thank you. And we got the shotgun too.
Yeah, nice tailwind. We got,
981.
was that 38 knots?
And Qantas 508, I'll have to get you to slow 200 knots. 200 knots, Qantas 508. And Qantas 208, correction 508, you're going to be a little bit close to the preceding traffic. What's your current heading?
47 airplanes down that
Current
knots,
heading is 067, Qantas 508.
including an A380.
Qantas 508, flight heading 070. 070, Qantas 508. Qantas 508, just a short vector past Alice Echo Charlie, and then I'll vector you back for the final next step.
Let's turn on our seatbelt signs.
Qantas 508.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 67 Vigil.
Qantas 67, Melbourne Centre, g'day, descent flight level 130.
5 A380s, nice.
Descent flight level 130, Qantas 67.
Captain speaking from the flight deck. Turn our seatbelt signs at this time and ask that you return to your seats. Ensure your seatbelt is fastened in preparation for landing. Okay, the weather down in Alice at the moment, temperature of... I didn't have that, 30. So that temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. A little bit of a breeze from the north at the moment. And we're looking at
Are we able to
about
get lower
15
for
minutes.
Qantas 508?
Cabin crew, please move the aircraft for the arrival. (717) and MD-11. Well, the engine start switches on the MD-11 aren't there; they're down here, underneath the fuel control switch. There's more radios, including HF radios.
Qantas 508, descend 5,200.
Some of the details on this part of the MCP are
5,200, Qantas 508.
these are all in line instead of...
Qantas 508, thanks for that. Turn left heading 330
Basically, it's all about
vectors for the final
fitting
runway
all the buttons
30.
and switches into the
Left 330
into a smaller space. So essentially they took the MD-11 and then just tried to fit it all into the smaller space of the 717. They don't have these pull out
Qantas
hits.
981, contact Alice Tower 118.3 today.
And everything up here is push buttons on the MD-11.
Thank you very much for the amazing service.
Instead of these big toggle switches from the essentially the MD-88, you have push buttons, and they're all
Qantas 508, you're 6
so
miles
to
the
physically
southeast
touch
of Alice
these things. You
Echo
just
India, flight heading
switch the fuel system to
330,
automatic,
cleared
and it
RNAV
does it by
Zulu,
itself.
runway 30 approach, report established. Cleared RNAV
And
Zulu, runway
the hydraulics, of
30,
course,
Wilco,
completely automatic. As soon as you put the gear down, it just goes into auxiliary power by itself.
QJet 1857, descend 7,000, Alice QNH 1011.
Send 7,000, QNH 1011, Q-Link 1857. 7,000, set. One 1011. I think we'll need to go to open descent. That's set, idle clamp.
Just 6025 Melbourne Centre, g'day, when ready, descend flight level 130.
And speed.
130
for
when
now.
ready, just 6025.
Qantas 981, apologies, I think I handed you off, contact tower 118.3. Qantas 508, contact Alice Tower 118.3. 118.3, Qantas 508.
Okay, seatbelt signs are on, altimeters are set, cross-checked, auxiliary on. exterior lights are set, and that's before landing. Get rid of that. And we'll slow down to 240.
Qantas 508, Melbourne Centre. QJet 1857, you're looking a little bit high there. Are you able to get in off the unnamed Zulu from there?
Yeah, I'd like to go a little bit wide, but we'll get in.
Qantas 1857, I can fetch you out to the east if you need it.
Probably only need about 1 mile.
Qantas, correction, QJet 1857, no worries, float the turn as required, descent 5,200, cleared unnamed Zulu approach runway 30.
5,200 and cleared approach runway 30. QJet 1857. 5200 set.
Qantas 67, descend 7,000, QNH 101.
That's it now.
Descend 7,000, QNH 101 to Qantas 67.
At all stations, the ATIS isn't updated yet, however, Alice QNH 1012.
Yeah, the tactical approach.
Altitude.
Back in the profile. So it would be fine.
Stabilizer motion.
Approach, g'day, Qantas 91 going around.
Qantas 981, Melbourne Centre, climb 7,000.
Flap 0. Speed check, flap 0. Sights out.
981.
Stabilizer motion.
Qantas 67, descend at 5,200, cleared unnamed Zulu approach runway 30.
Descend 5,200, clear Arnhem Zulu approach runway 30.
Looks like an approach to Afghanistan.
Qantas 981, turn right heading 090.
090, 980.
Just 6025, landing flight level 200.
Jetstar 6025, descend flight level 120.
120, Jetstar 6025.
Go 1857 established.
QJet 1857, contact tower 118.3, g'day.
118.3, connect 1857.
Alice Tower, Tango Hotel Charlie, System 182 at the GA, request taxi, VFR departure northwest.
So Charlie, Berlin Tower, taxi holding point Charlie via Alpha and Charlie.
Holding point Charlie via Alpha Tango Hotel Charlie.
Alice Tower, Q Jet 1857 at Echo India. Prepar3d.
QJ 1857 Springs, Adelaide Springs, Barrel, just continue.
Good approach, 1857. I think it'll take manual control. Done. I have the throttles. Flaps 25. Speed check flap 25. Speed managed.
Qantas 5 direct back taxiing runway 30 for Charlie.
Flight director off.
Minimum.
Continue. Field inside. Spoilers armed. Landing you down. Green. Checklist complete.
Quantifier direct, thank you. Taxi to the apron 0 Alpha.
Say again for Qantas 508.
Quantifier direct, taxi to the apron 0 Alpha.
Apron 0 Alpha, Qantas 508.
Jet is 1857 runway 30 close land.
Runway 30 close land, Q jet 1857. Touch on the low side. Give it a bit of power. Speed on the money. Getting into the profile. Nearly there.
$1,000.
Stable. Get your bingos in. Auckland has a 150, Dylan has a 170. I'll make sure the thing's turned on. Here it is. Spencer's probably more realistic with this 230. Speed 140 is where I want to be. On the TFDi.
400.
I'm going to tell Charlie, ready runway 30 at Charlie, departure.
Charlie's got a 290.
Gap 3,500.
300.
Tango first side, what's your time?
200.
Continuing.
$100.
Being a little low. Speed on the money.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
That was a
Qantas
168.
508 shut down at the gate. Thank you very much for the ATC.
150, what's your thanks for flying?
I have to pass that one. On to Charlie. Yeah, got aircraft everywhere. Yeah, that N57 got aircraft on all the.
Pretty ready.
Charlie.
You want some Delta, runway 30 backtrack, line up away, report, pretty ready.
I've got nowhere to go.
Readability 1.
Backtrack from Delta, report ready for runway 30.
Is that for Leyland 1?
Affirmative, Leyland 1.
Backtrack 30, report ready Leyland 1.
QJet 1857, looks like I need to do a backtrack somewhere.
QJet 1857, there should be a aircraft is pulling out through Delta once he's fully out. You can take Delta through to an Alpha, hold to 8 points.
Give that backtrack and vacate on Delta. QJet 1857. Kid needs to actually pronounce his words.
Alice Tower, good evening. Qantas 67 with you established on approach runway 30.
It's not that great.
Qantas 67, Roger.
Don't understand what I'm saying.
Continue approach, Qantas 67.
Good aircraft. Oh, damn it. Not getting enough turn power out of this. But from here. Oh, come on. I'm getting like spikes out of my controls. Is that everything that I've got in the turn? Fine. Cessna's parked on the last taxiway out. Why is it sitting there? It should be a clear taxiway. Out on Delta, in on Charlie. There's an aircraft like 200 feet away. QJet 1857 vacated.
QJet 1857, thank you.
Let's get the flaps up.
Alice Tower, Leyland 1, ready for rolling start.
Leyland 1, thank you. 30, clear takeoff.
30, clear for takeoff, Leyland 1.
So that'll be a go around for that dude, whoever that is.
Good evening, Jetstar 1625.
Jetstar 1625, 3 power after.
Didn't understand a thing that he said. I'll leave it on gate 7.
Atlas Tower, Qantas 67 going around.
Yep.
Okay, then where's your turn? Left heading 3, 2, approach 2, left 60 degrees, and climb 3000.
Why bother saying anything if it goes?
Turn left 260 degrees, Qantas 67.
Need to go around to if you're that tired, go to bed.
Alice Tower, Leyland 1, passing 2,700.
Thank you, contact.
You are quite likely, Jason. You are quite likely. If you can pronounce words well,
131
you can actually get what you're trying to say. That's half the battle. Anyway, we forgot to turn on the APU, so I don't have to wait for that. I'm going to shut down one engine, which will be the left side. Leave the right running. Step trim. Flaps are up. Close these. Waiting on that. Hit standby on the transponder.
Jetstar 602530 to land.
Clear to land, Jetstar 6025.
And we can shut it down. There you go.
167, contact center 131 decimal 8.
Qantas Freight, eh? Got a local Jason Stray talking about. Ah, very nice, cool. And I guess that's the actual terminal over there. Let's turn off some lights here so we're not flashing people. Signs can go off. Square one to the right. Oh yeah, that thing over there. Cool. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We have the these things, the big walking tracks going into the big terminal. Good stuff. Yeah, we'll see if the passengers want to float out of the aeroplane today, or if they just want to walk out like normal. Yeah, become some random bus. Imagine being so lazy that you need a bus to walk over to the terminal over there. That said, you get out and it's 30 degrees Celsius. Like, yeah, air conditioning would be great right about now. So, let's go and walk outside of this 717. Down the stairs, it's hot. It's hot. It's really, really hot. Missing all the fences, yeah. I guess there's fences around, yeah. The apron, so that people can't just wander on, get run over by an aeroplane. Well, everyone's just walking out of the aeroplane normally today, so we don't have any crazy exorcist required. No big bees either, maybe that was it. Yeah, I think GSX needs a no bus feature, that'd be great. Essentially, this airport don't need a bus, just needs a door over there. There's the path, and the passengers will just walk along, you know, the path that you draw out for them. It's like walk down the stairs, walk over to the crossing, and then just walk down here through the park. Love to see that. Ah, Jason is saying that the walkway is sheltered once you're off the apron, so I think we're missing the shelter as well. That'll be this section here. Cool, I've been to Alice Springs, I'll have to go there one day. That Cessna has just decided that that's where it's going to be parked from now on. Strange. Let's just sit here on the taxiway. Sounds like a great place. Good point, Toilet Inspector. Maybe this bus isn't actually an airport bus, it's just, you know, the pub bus. Comes and picks you up directly from the aeroplane. Yeah, they're not wearing masks. What's going on? Yeah, well, I don't know when it'll happen, but since this whole COVID thing's gone nuts and we've been locked in literally our homes for, in my case, something like 13 weeks already, believe me, I think I'll put some of that 3 months of long service leave that's due to me to good use. I just have to do it with someone, don't do it by myself. Maybe I could do a couple of people. Yeah, a trip around Australia. Even if it's airplanes, public transport, I'll do that. Getting some planes and fly to some places I need. Anyhow, with that hopeful thought of the future in mind, we will put the 717 to bed, along with this, I think that's an A321 over there, isn't it? Yeah, it's 321, too long for a 320. Taxiway Charlie is a new GA apron. Oh, he's actually moving, there you go. Look at that. Must have been sitting there doing run-ups. Indeed, tomorrow, yeah, I think I'm doing the Hawaii event tomorrow, and then on Monday, really early morning on Monday, I'm getting up for the Brazil event because I'm not working on Monday. So I have a long weekend, 3 days. Yep, real world GA around Australia. That'd be very expensive. Less expensive would be Jetstar around Australia. There you go. Jetstar blogging around Australia. That'd be fun. Do a podcast of around the Australia trip, meeting various people from the chat here. That'd be funny. True, Jetstar doesn't come to Alice Springs. It's only Qantas. Used to be Virgin. We'll see if they stick around for much longer. There was a time when Tiger Airways flew to Alice Springs, but that was a very short amount of time. Less than 6 months, I think. Anyway, yeah, I'll have to get out and see some more of the world when we get the chance. Throw some of that leave at the country. Maybe not overseas. Overseas is a bit overrated. Stick to Australia. Blog around Australia, Boogaloo. Great idea. Anyway, it is moving on to 9:30 PM here in Melbourne. I hope you enjoyed the flying with us on another Australian Panic Stations. And I will see you guys around next time. Bye for now.